Peace everyone, Unmasked here, and welcome back to day 18 of Inktober. Day 18, we're almost to the 20s, everyone. Can you believe that? We have like 10 days left. There's like 10 days. We're like almost 2/3 of the way through the month. Isn't that ridiculous? I see you all going crazy in the chat right now. There's a million of you here already. Hello Silver, Sana, Shiny, Wendy, Sneaks, Lily, Kathleen, Jam Art, Brenda. Let's see, I don't want to miss anybody. I think Gihan, I see you. I think Debbie, hello Debbie, I see you, and Helen. Yes, today's prompt is bottle, and as you may have gathered, I am going to be doing nugget floating in a bottle. But before I get into drawing, let's go ahead and share the fantastic work that you guys did for yesterday's prompt. Yesterday's prompt was swollen, and you guys had a lot of interesting takes on it, some very cool drawings. I saw a couple people do the silhouette of a pregnant woman. I thought that was a very elegant way to express swollen without being too grotesque or I don't know, damage, I guess. Yes, hello Barbara and Hildy, Anna from Italy, and Chris, Diane, I see you all. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Streaming a little bit later than I usually do because earlier today I was doing the Patreon live stream, and after the pictures go through, after the pictures cycle, I'll show you what I was doing over on Patreon, just in case I can interest any of you in joining over there. Hi there, Pumpkin Spice. You're in season. A lot of really fun, interesting drawings for yesterday's prompt. Be sure to join the Unmasked Family Facebook group so that you can share your Inktober pieces, and then I'll feature them here on the stream. I noticed the amount of pictures I'm getting is starting to slowly creep down. Before it was like every day it was like 30+ pictures that you guys were sending me, and it's slowly come down. It's creeping into the 20s now. I think today there was like 26, 27 or something like that. So keep at it, everyone. All right, now that the pictures are done, so I'll show you what I was doing over on Patreon. We're drawing a portrait of a puppy in colored pencils, and this is where we got today. All right. Now, let's get into the inking fun. Oh, hello, Robin. Yes, I went to a small family meeting to a large family party. It's like a family reunion. Everybody's first and second cousins showed up. Is Nugget a little seasick? No, he's just he's just chronically annoyed. Unless you catch him in a good mood. He's been in a good mood recently though, so alright, I'm gonna just start inking. I'm not gonna do any color today. I don't know why I'm using such a small pen. Let's get a real pen, something that has a line. I'm gonna use markers, but I'm not using color. I'm just gonna do monochromatic, since it's getting a little later here in Poland. I don't want to spend all night coloring this picture with markers, so I'm just going to do quick inking, and then I'm going to use my markers to do some monochromatic work with just grays. I was thinking about adding blue for the water, but then I realized if I add blue to the water and nothing else is colored, then it's just going to look weird. So instead I'm just going to do it monochromatically with gray tones. That will allow me to make the bottle look a little shiny Did you decide if you are going to cut your hair off at the end of the month? I think I have my wife's approval now. She's in bed right now, and she said that I don't quite have her approval. So I suppose I still have a little work to do convincing her to let me do it. But I have a feeling she's just going to come home from work one day, and it's going to be all chopped off, and she's not going to have any say.
I'm not going to work anymore now. So wrong. What I just heard.
Oh, calm down. I'm kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding about wanting to cut it off though. So you're gonna have to decide real soon, because it's coming.
I need to decide if you're going to do it anymore. Wait, I'm sick. You're treating me so badly right now.
Yeah, you're too far away for the mic to pick you up, cuteness.
That's good.
All right. Well, I just wanted to let you know if you were trying to say stuff for people to hear you, they can't.
Well, good for them.
I can't talk with you the whole time. Got people watching here, cuteness.
They enjoy yourself, talking to yourself.
Oh, okay, they do hear you. They're saying hi. Yeah, they hear you yapping over there.
They even could hear me sneezing in last Inktober in the kitchen, so I suppose they should.
Day 24 is the day the theme is chop. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do for day 24 then. I'm not going to do an inking. I'm just going to chop my hair off.
Just ink your hairs though. I don't like this idea. Super difficult. You have locks in every picture you have.
I know, because all the pictures that I had before I had locks
Except
are gone.
my Polish hair, you can count them because they won't recognize you. We'll have to have wig locks. You can put it on and
Convince them that I'm me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hear you. This should be a lively stream with Anna in the background. She's funny when she gets worked up. Yeah, she's hilarious.
I hear you.
I know. She was just getting on me for not having a sense of humor.
Because you're mean.
I'm not mean.
You were mean. I said you were mean.
When?
I was trying to pretend that I would turn on farm bill sounds on. Did I say on twice?
I don't know what you said. I wasn't paying attention.
What?
I'm trying to draw, cuteness. You're disturbing me. I can't imagine you without locks. Weird. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's hard to imagine myself a little bit, to be honest with you. But it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. I've had them for long enough. I enjoyed them while I could, and I'm just I've just gotten tired of having to take care of them. I just want to have a normal head of hair again, where taking a shower is not like a whole day's worth of activity, because I have to, or having my hair wet, and my hair stays wet for for 2 days. It drives me nuts.
Because you have so many hairs.
It's because it's so thick.
Like one lock, like other people would have. We don't have that much problem.
I'm done with it. I'm done. I've outgrown it. Okay, I'm almost 30.
Then we should just, I told you, we should just grow your long curls and have them.
No,
Yeah.
no.
People,
I'm not growing my hair out.
Long curls. Everybody would love it. You would be new.
Oh, hello, Denesa. It has indeed been a while. I'm trying to follow up on anything. Yeah, it can't be fun. Yeah, having like it's bad enough that they're really long now, but they're so thick that it does take like 2 days for them to dry, and it's rather annoying at this point. I'm just tired of dealing with it. I can always save them. I can always save my locks if I want. And then if I grow my hair back out, I could have them put back in. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, but to be honest with you, I most likely would never do that. Once they're gone, they're gone until I grow them back out, which most likely won't happen. My hair is so thick that it takes all day to dry. If I don't dry it, I know the feeling all too well. Well, I dry it with a hair dryer, and it still takes 2 days after the fact. Yeah, have Anna grow her hair to dreads. Her hair's, yeah, she has a really thin hair in comparison to me. So, like, she'd be able to make about like this much of a lock with all her hair.
I think I'm bald.
You're not bald. Some people just have thin hair. I have a ton. And
but we shouldn't compare it with me. You have more hair than 99%.
Yeah, I have more hairs than most people in general. And you have less hairs than most people.
Say twice.
Are you forgetting about the food you're supposed to be cooking?
I'm supposed to be eating.
Oh, did you turn them off? Did you turn the stove off?
Of course, you didn't do it.
Why would I turn the stove off? I wasn't cooking. It's just hair. They will grow back. Yeah, I mean, it only took me 5. Well, technically, my hair has been growing out for 7 years. Yeah, since 2011. I started growing my hair out in 2011. I grew it for 1 year. Yeah, I grew it for 1 year, and then I put locks in, if I'm not mistaken. So it only took... No, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I think I grew it for 2, and I put locks in 2013. So it's been going on for 5 years now. The first year is the worst. Honestly, the first year of growing out locks is so bad. I don't think I want to go through it again. It's pretty awful if you do it naturally, which I did. There's a difference between like the techniques that you get locks put in, and I got them done naturally, so that just means you can do different methods that end up killing the hair, but for the most part my hair is still alive, meaning it's the hairs down here are still attached to my scalp. Yeah, they definitely are no joke to take care of. That is 100% true. I mean, I've spent way too much money on my hair. I've probably spent about 15 to 20, maybe not 20, maybe anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000 on my hair in the past 5 years. Because it was a lot more expensive to take care of in the United States. Yes, you definitely, well, normal people wash their hair, and when you have locks, you still wash them. I wash my hair just like any normal person. But for the first year, I couldn't wash my hair with water. I had to use spray shampoo, and it was a headache. It was definitely a headache, but got through it that first year. Super painful, but yeah, after that point you can just wash it like normal, because I have to get it maintained. That's the annoying part, is getting it maintained, having to pay someone to maintain my locks. It's a rather annoying process and not exactly the most comforting activity. Yeah, see, teasing and beeswax, I don't use wax in my hair. I don't tease my hair or anything like that. That's why it took so long for my dreads to mature, because I did them naturally without any chemicals or killing the hair. The teasing breaks the hair, which means by the time you're growing your dreads out, the hairs down here are dead. This is why mine have stayed soft, because the hairs are still alive, because they're never broken by teasing or anything like that. Literally, my hair just naturally knotted up after just spinning it, because that's essentially how the process started. In the beginning, it was just taking the lock and twisting it clockwise. All of my locks are all twisted clockwise from the very beginning, and that's all it's been, just clockwise twisting. And then once it started to knot up, then I could interlock it. Wasn't expecting to talk about my hair all that much today. Yes, indeed. It is a lot of money to have good locks. The reason I spent the money, obviously I didn't spend it all at once, but the reason I was always spending the money to have my locks professionally maintained and developed and all of that is because I got my degree in mathematics with the intention of becoming a math teacher. So I needed to look professional while still, being myself and having locks. I didn't want to have to cut my hair for a job. So that was the route that I took. I decided, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right, and I'm gonna look professional, because right now my locks aren't maintained all that much, simply because I know that I'm going to be cutting them out. But when they are maintained regularly, then they look very nice, and I like them at that stage. But it only lasts like a couple weeks like that, looking really nice, because obviously I wash them, and then once wash them a couple times, they start to get frizzy and they're no longer looking as maintained, and they look less professional, and then I have to go back and get them maintained again. And I mean, a maintenance takes anywhere between 2 and 4 hours depending on how much time the hairdresser needs. But I actually can't get them maintained the way that I prefer to have them maintained here in Poland, because nobody knows how to maintain them naturally here in Poland. So it's actually been killing my hair to get them maintained here, because nobody knows how to do it properly. I have to make a video of cutting it. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Is there a way to check if you received our fairy tale drawings? My son is worried that you did not get it. Tatiana, I believe I do have it. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I have your email. I've saved everybody's email, so yes. I have both you and your sons. You did. There's like a space boot. You changed it to a space boot, and then your son he has one with like a really bright sunset type sky, really bright green grass. Alright, I think that's it for most of the inking part. I'm going to do some of the water now. I meant to do this in cool gray, and I grabbed the warm gray. Oh well, I'm gonna have a warm gray water then. Oh, that's the question you asked earlier, Wendy. Yeah, I'm interested in hearing your guys' answer to that. So Wendy asked for everyone to answer, do you prefer the live tutorials or the pre-recorded tutorials? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already Thursday. I just realized that Tomorrow is Friday, everyone. Tomorrow's Friday, and it's a weekend. This week went by so fast. It went by super fast. I wasn't even paying attention. And then I realized, wait a minute, today I did Patreon live stream. That means today's Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday. I just can't get over how fast it was. Hopefully it went by quickly for everyone. Live tutorials, live. Everybody seems to like the live tutorials better. I prefer the live tutorials as well, but sometimes doing the pre-recorded tutorials, I can articulate things a little bit better because I write scripts and, you know, yeah, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that those of you guys that show up to the live streams prefer the live tutorials more, because you're at every live stream. Even when it's not a tutorial, you guys show up to ask questions and all of that. Oh yeah, you don't you see Nugget? Are you able to see Nugget? He's in there. When are you going to do a colored pencil drawing again? Well, I am actually currently doing a colored pencil drawing over on my Patreon page, but for Inktober I'm just doing ink work. I will start doing the live tutorial, live pastel tutorials on my channel after Inktober, but the colored pencil tutorials are only on Patreon because doing a live colored pencil tutorial is not really practical, spanning it over several live streams on YouTube. It's just it wouldn't be fair to my Patreon supporters if I just started doing all of the things I do on Patreon on YouTube. And plus excuse me, Patreon is a huge chunk of my regular income, so I have to provide something over there explicitly in order to be able to afford even some of the supplies that I go through. So hopefully you can forgive me for that. Oh, hello, Wicked Illusions and Jacqueline. I did not see you come in. Oh, you were the one that asked if Nugget was in the bottle. trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in. Your pastel course is amazing. It's nice to have and go back and forth to learn. That is awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying that tutorial or that course. I plan on doing another course probably beginning of next year. Probably another a few courses. Yeah, I was testing out. I recently, well, not so recent anymore, but I released the colored pencil portrait course, and I was relatively disappointed in how it was received, unfortunately. Very grateful for those of you that purchased that course, but I think the amount of time that I had to put into it and the price that I kind of have to charge for it is just a bit much, and it makes it a little less accessible to people that I want to be teaching. So for next year, I think I'm actually going to start keeping all of my courses at $10. I think I'm just going to start doing courses that are single subjects, for instance, like pastel portrait, or like a colored pencil pet portrait, like of a dog or a cat or something like that. And then I'll just break those tutorials up and do the real-time strategies, you know, like how I do my courses now. But I'll just make all my courses $10. You know, I want people to have simple access to them. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. They will stay the same quality, but they will just go down in price because I want them to be easier, more availability for everybody, especially when it comes to the supplies that I use in the courses. You know, I want to I don't want you to have to choose between the course that I create and the art supplies that I recommend. I would prefer everybody to get the art supplies that they dream about getting, and then if they want to learn some specifics from me, then they can afford the course as well. So that's what I think the route that I think I'm going to take. Even though it's, you know, cost effective, it's not really all that cost effective for me in the beginning, but if I get more people buying the courses, then it justifies the extremely low price, because you're not ever going to find the quality that I produce for the price that I'm going to be offering in the future. Have I done a pastel portrait? No, I have not, but I am going to be doing one very soon. And by very soon, I mean when I get to it. I want to do a pastel portrait. I mean, I've kind of done a pastel portrait. I did that one, that elf pastel project that I did last year with pastels, and it was relatively good. And I have done those mini portraits. I did a few of those mini portraits with pastels, and I was just doing those to practice and get better with the techniques that I wanted to develop with pastels in order to do better portraits. Oatmeal without, well, I actually usually eat my oatmeal without any milk. I usually just have, I just boil the water. I just boil water and the oatmeal, and then I put brown sugar and cinnamon in it. Sometimes I'll put bananas and raisins as well. Thanks, cuteness. Thanks for reminding me what I put in my oatmeal.
You almost said it the same time.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm perfectly fine with that. complaining.
I'm not complaining.
I hear it in your voice.
You're complaining.
Everybody is fevering.
Do I think I'll be doing any works using pastels as an underlayer and colored pencils on top? No, I do not. I've been asked a few times in the past, actually, if I intend to do any like mixed media type stuff by incorporating pastels and colored pencils. And even though the two mediums work together, they do. It's not like you can't do that. But my problem, the issue that I have with doing that is the inconsistency with texture. So when I do a pastel piece, you know, I look for that nice velvety, smooth, finished look that I love about pastels, and I don't want to lose that. And I would lose that if I incorporated or did any part with colored pencils after the fact, because colored pencils has that waxy look. Yeah, and so I don't want to lose the colored pencil or the consistency and texture by doing that. So I won't be doing any mixed media work that involves colored pencils and pastels, because I just don't like it. I have an airbrush now, so I'm actually thinking that if I do anything like with mixing mediums, I might use some airbrushing for like a colored pencil background or something along those lines. I was thinking about doing something like that, but if I use pastels, I will most likely always only be using pastels with the artwork. I won't be incorporating another medium into it. Yes, airbrushing is really, really fun. Is Anna a professional artist too? No, she is not. Cuteness, you wanna come over here and tell people what you do? Nah, she's too sick. She just needs to be mouthy and lay in bed. She works at a business that creates electronic cleaning supplies. like compressed air that you would use to clean out your keyboard, or isopropyl alcohol that you can use to wipe down electronics because it dries super fast and stuff like that. She basically does everything. She does everything except get paid like the owner. Calm down. She works way too much is what she does. That's what she does. She works way too much. She works more than I do, and that's not fair. It's hard to describe exactly what her job is, but she's busy a lot. Take care, Sneaks. Thank you for coming by. Oh, thank you, Interstanding. I'm glad you liked the movie. Or the movie, the music. The music. I don't know what I was.
Music, movie, or
Yeah. What's the difference? Cuteness, why you gotta eat while I'm streaming? It makes me hungry.
I'm not eating, sweetie.
You got food in here, and I can smell it. It smells delicious because I can smell the gravy, and it tastes. I know it tastes good.
Don't you worry.
I'm not worried. I'm hungry. There's a difference. There's a huge difference between hungry and worried. When am I ever worried?
You're never worried.
I don't feel worried. I don't.
Never really.
No.
Even when I was on flight, on plane.
No.
Getting in.
Being excited / anxious is not the same as being worried. I don't even know what worried feels like.
My potato is dirty. I mean, it's originally dirty. It's like dirty inside. I don't like it. Do you want it? You want a dirty potato?
I don't want a dirty potato. How's the potato dirty?
It's not dirt, it's darkness. When I already dry.
Is that weird? Thanks for sharing your life with us. Oh, you're welcome, Misty. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it as long as people find it interesting.
What's the problem? Eating in bed.
I don't know what's wrong with eating in bed. Wendy, what's wrong with eating in bed? She has a tray. She's not dropping food all over herself or anything.
I don't have food.
Where's she supposed to eat? Our kitchen is tiny.
We have barely chairs.
Yeah, barely chairs.
Or anything to sit on.
Yeah. It's either sit and eat in bed or sit and eat on the floor.
Only prefer chair is wheels. I didn't get a proper tray.
Because you didn't want one. I don't want to hear that nonsense.
I think dishes in a bed would be the worst. Especially in dark ones.
I never thought of anything about eating in bed.
Where do you people eat them? Wendy.
At a table?
Well, I
What
really
do-
eat.
Is there a difference between eating in bed and eating on the couch watching TV?
Exactly.
So is Nugget sending himself as a SOS or someone else sending him. Nugget is an adventurer, and so he's just out and about being adventurous. So he decided, you know what? I'm just gonna hop in this bottle real quick and make my way across the ocean to worlds unknown. And similar to what I did, except I was not in a bottle. Although if you've ever flown with Lufthansa, then it might be more comfortable to take a bottle over across the ocean. Sleeping with your crumbs?
No, I just roll them out, roll them out.
Yeah, yeah.
Too serious. Besides, I think I tried to fit it in my mouth. I don't like wasting food. Not too many crumbles.
Yeah, you don't leave crumbs.
More crumbs
You don't leave anything left on the plate ever.
Exactly.
And if it ever made it to the bed, then it would just, yeah. What about, like, what if you watch TV in bed, all right, and you like munch on popcorn or chips or something? Is that also like? Is that also against what you would do, Wendy? You wouldn't sit in bed, watch a movie, and eat popcorn? And popcorn is extra crumbly. You're begging for crumbs if you eat popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn makes crumbles. I mean, it leaves it. And chips.
What did I name the turtle? We didn't actually finish naming the turtle, unfortunately.
I'm eating the last one.
The last Brussels sprout? We have like 3 more bags in there.
We're ready to eat. Wow.
Okay. I hope it was delicious.
It was, especially with your face there.
I don't watch TV in bed. Beyond that, eating in bed is never an option. All right, Wendy. Well, I know if I ever come and visit and stay with you, that I will not eat in the guest bed.
We won't even get the bed. Wendy, make sure you won't get a bed, sweetie.
It's not really fair that this drawing is like almost done. I've been streaming for like 5 minutes. You might want to watch the TED Talk about difference in thinking in different language. I am Russian and married to an American. I'm referring to worried/excited. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I've actually seen that TED Talk. I've watched a lot of them. I enjoy a good portion of the TED Talks. Some of them are a bit too political, but yeah. Other than that, some of them are really, really good to listen to. No food in the bedroom. Not the Brussels sprouts. We can't run out. No, we won't ever run out of Brussels sprouts. We love Brussels sprouts.
If they are not available.
Oh, would you calm down?
Well, I'm here, so I need to say things.
I'm glad you're not here for every stream. I'd never be able to say anything without being corrected. Corrected in some way.
I don't know. I'm so funny.
Yeah, you're hilarious. How's your calligraphy going, by the way?
You're asking me?
No, I'm asking Quachek over there.
Quachek.
I said Quachek.
Sound like Quachek.
It did not.
Anyway, I love you.
I love you too.
Really, I'm being sick. I have no time for anything.
I'm just asking.
Farming, of course.
Chris wants you to come to the stream. Pop your head and
What?
cough on me.
No way! To every stream, you see? At least one person wants to
Yeah.
me to be there.
I feel like the lightest gray that I have here is not light enough. I need a lighter gray. Oh, I forgot his other little thing. I swear I've asked this before, but what are Slug's little feet things called? I gotta Google that really quick.
Understanding. I like how you
They're called. They are foot? Come on, load picture. Load picture. They are the foot. They're actually called feet.
What about
That's so weird.
I'm not following you.
Oh, the thing is called a skirt. The bottom part is the foot. Little skirts. I don't like that.
The things?
The little flappy things on the slug.
It sounds alright.
That's weird.
You wrote Quachek in English.
I'm gonna say foot. I don't like skirt. They wrote Quachek in
Yeah, do you have it?
where? Oh yeah.
Who or what?
Who or what is Quachek? Yeah, you're spelling Quachek a little wrong.
But it works.
I'm actually serious. I'm wondering if I can even spell it right
Where's
on the chat. Oh no. Oh, there we go. This is how you spell Quachek. Anna's gonna
Oh, look at
spell
you.
check me. I'm right.
You're perfectly right.
No, look at me.
Look
Perfectly
at-
right.
Everybody, look at you.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, if you wanted to spell it in English, then change the L looking thing into a W and change the CZ, or change the Z to an H. I think that would probably be the best way to spell it in non-Polish English. No, it's not a cat. It's actually a stuffed sheep.
Maybe it's a ram.
A stuffed animal. It's not a ram. It doesn't have horns.
But
It's a sheep. It's a sleeping sheep. The ones that you count. What? Sheep's? I don't know. I don't know much about sheep. I don't know a lot about sheeps.
This is an interesting conversation. Quachek with W.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I don't have anything left to do with this drawing here. I didn't realize that it was gonna go by so quickly. I can fiddle with the water in the back here a little bit more. What is it, cuteness? I'm not doing anything. Why? What are you talking about?
Yeah, project is in the room. If we have our...
It's hardly been an hour. Yeah, I know, right? I wasn't paying attention.
It's so much fun when I'm here.
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize how little there was to this drawing. It went by quickly. I mean, it's not the most simplest of drawings that I've done. I mean, it looks rather good, right? Am I mistaken here? It looks pretty good, right? Do you see it on your screen?
On my screen? I see it on my screen.
I could just hold it up for you if you don't.
I see. Yeah, he's so apathetic.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I gotta color his eyelids.
You should show it more. You should have.
I didn't mean for it to go by so quickly.
What is this thing?
What is what thingy?
Thingy there.
What do you mean?
There's a bottle on it.
It's a bottle.
And
It's floating in water.
where's water?
It's above and below. It's sliced in half. You see under the water and you see above the water.
I see whiteness.
What do you mean whiteness?
Whiteness is underneath and above it.
Yeah.
You mean that water is white?
No, it's clear. There's a difference. Water is clear. If I had lighter colors, then I could color it in a little bit more. But if I go, I could go darker with everything, but I don't really want to do that because I like the bottle.
People are evacuating.
Are they? Well, they know it's time to go.
They got you to...
They're just, the only ones left are the ones listening, listening to me, listening to you, I don't know, give me a hard time.
Because this is a hard time for you.
Anyways, yes, I am indeed finished with this drawing. I'm glad that you like the cork. It is the one thing in the picture that I also agree with that looks really good. Yeah, that's actually it for today. I already did a stream today, everyone. I mean, I was streaming over on Patreon for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or maybe even 2 hours. I don't know how long it was, but this is my second stream today, so you gotta give me a little bit of a break, right? Give me a tiny little bit.
He needs to see how...
I know you want more. Well, good news. I am streaming tomorrow as well. So let's see. What is tomorrow's prompt? Tomorrow's prompt is scorched. So tomorrow's prompt is scorched, and I will be streaming in my early afternoon. So yeah, make sure you join the Unmasked Family Facebook page if you haven't already. I have the link for that in the description. I also have the link for all of my supplies in the description if you want to know what I'm using, minus my markers because you can't buy them anyway if you wanted to. And share your Inktober pieces in the Facebook group also so that I can share them on tomorrow's stream. And you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Peace.